Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To my handsome supervisor internship, Sir Muhammad Nakib bin Mat Yunuh, and to my fellow friend. Alright, my name is Amirul Alif bin Kasim. My metric number is CA1255. Alright, so today I would like to present my report about my internship placement, which is my internship placement was at CMI Global Logistics. Alright, so I have been here since 3 February and this is June, maybe around 3 to 4 months internship. Alright, so background company, okay, CMI Venture Sultan was the second branch in Malaysia. The first one was CMI Venture Malaysia and the second one is CMI Venture Sultan. The headquarters was located Shanghai, China. Alright, so CMI Venture Sultan has been incorporated 20 September 2018 and now is May, so that's mean around 2 years they have been incorporated. So CMI Global Logistics is a freight forwarder logistic. They provide a service freight forwarder. Alright, what is the company activity? Okay, the company activity is a sea freight forwarding, air freight forwarding, trucking service and rail transport. So these four transportation will be do in CMI Global Logistics to fulfill the requirement of the customer. Depends on the place. If they're very near, we will use trucking only, and the far we can use sea freight, rail, or maybe air freight. Okay, the next one. Okay, value added. So actually, what is the value added? Okay, most of the freight forwarder are not provide the packaging. So what is the difference by forwarding? Then the others is a packaging solution. Okay, some buyer or customer, they want to deliver something and they don't know what is the packaging solution for the goods. So CMI provide the packaging solution for truck bulk. They provide truck bulk liner and flexi tank for the transport fluid, and thermal liner and cover. This for the stabilizer temperature, depends on the goods, right? So we see when we know the goods is suitable for the which one of the packaging. So CMI provide from the small goods until the big one. Alright. So the chart, CMI Venture Sultan have 2 person in charge. The first one is Mr. Edmund, General Manager, and the second one is Law Shuyan, the same manager. These 2 person are in charge in accountant, shipment, and other than that, and to get the tender, they also go to there and present about the CMI Venture to get the tender. Alright. Then the scope of exposure. So actually, what I get to be here is overview about the freight forwarder, and I know what is the environment work, because before this I don't know what is a freight forwarder, and then I just know the logistic transportation and other than that. But when I come to internship here, I know the freight forwarder is be like this and be like that. The second one, advice on how to handle the customer demand and vendor. So Mr. Edmund was advised us, okay, this one, if the customer want to be like this, okay, we will use this vendor to make sure the cost is very low, because customer always ask about the cost. So how about this cost, okay, we try to advise them, okay, we use this, okay. And then monitor selection container based on the booking requirement. Okay, CMI Venture have a lot of shipment, and then sometimes the tracking means pick up the container that based on the booking. So I try to monitor which one the correct one. The last one is learn document needed in operation of shipment. So I know about the shipment needed, shipment document needed, such as a bill of lading, booking confirmation, and packing list, and then letter of instruction, shipment of instruction, and other than that. So this document needed for the freight forwarder. to make sure the goods can cross border. This next one is contribution to company. Okay, the first one is hand-on the administration work. As we know, at the beginning of my presentation, I have mentioned that they have a person in charge in this company. So the administration have a little bit of messy. Then I try to help to standardize all the document and billing and filing them. And the second one, help to standardize the invoice. Okay, this also I do because they don't have enough time to do the standardized invoice, and then other than that. And then I also submit statement of account to customer. Okay, to the customer, such as the Guan Chong and the MSM. So these two customer, I have submit SOA to them to make sure they proceed the payment. And the last one is help to support the operation of the shipment. Sometimes the statement and Shuyan are too busy, and then sometimes Shuyan or Edmund ask me to help them some of the operation of the shipment. So based on that, I know, okay, this one a shipment or from this, okay, from that. Right. The next one is suggestion for improvement. The first one is hire employee to handle the billing, filing and administration tasks, because when two person are too busy, they will be overlooked about the invoice, maybe the filing. So the messy cannot give the smooth operation. And then the next one is training program, because when you hire people, you need to training them to make sure they understand what we do. Alright, so when we have a training program, and they also have the overview what's the job scope they need to do. The next one is challenging of task execution. The first one is lack of knowledge at the beginning, but after of the time it can be okay slowly to catch up. Okay, at the beginning, to be honest, it is a very challenging for me because they are too busy. Then I don't want to disturb them, so I try to self-learning to make sure that I understand what they needed. So that is a very challenging for me. Then the second one is most of it self-learning. Okay, as what I mentioned, work from home. Yeah, when we work from home, there's a very lot of sleeping, food, and other than that. And then the Wi-Fi connection also slow, so I have a challenging to task execution. Movement control order. Okay, most of the invoice sent by the address at the office, so I need to come to office to pick up the invoice to key in the system. So with the MCO, I have a difficult to pass the roadblock. Sometimes I just say that I want to go to the office for the while to pick up the invoice. Okay, the next one is value added in student knowledge. Okay, based on my internship from since of the February until now, what I've learned, overview the freight forwarding working process. Okay, before this, I don't know what is the freight forwarder actually. Okay, I just know the logistic, just transportation, warehouse, inventory, and other than that, the basic. But when I come to the real of the industry, I see that is a very difficult thing to understand and to planning, because when I study in university, just study in Bo University, just lecturer and other than that. When we come into industry, I see that this one the overview, the little bit difficult. Right. The second one is communication skill, because I have learned about how to communicate with customer and vendor. And the last one is planning is a mastermind, because when you have the booking, then you need to planning very well, because to prevent any port congestion, because this is the challenging thing in freight forwarder. Okay, that's all. Happy fasting month, sir, and thank you.